Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm glad you're here. Hope you're doing well. I'm Bella, and today we're gonna go through my 2025 planner lineup. Though I feel like I'm gonna add one more book to this. I think I'm gonna add a reading journal. Not sure yet because I'm not the type of person that reads a lot, so I feel like I'm gonna trouble myself to set up a reading journal. I might not use it, but let's see. If I do decide to bring a reading journal into my lineup, I'll let you know later, but for now we have these. I posted a short video showing you guys all of these planners, and this one especially I showed you a little bit more, but today I'm going to go in depth about all of them. So let's get started. So the first one I'm going to show you guys is my bullet journal for 2025. I unboxed this in a short video, so if you're interested in that, I'm going to link it down below in case you want to watch it. But this journal is an idea of it's similar to a traveler's notebook style. So we have inserts, but this is from a Brazilian brand called Acraft. I'm also going to link their website down below. I'm not really sure if they ship internationally, but just in case you're interested in checking it out, the link is down below. They have soft covers and hard covers. I chose this one, and just a comparison, this is the one that I've been using for this year. This is the mini version, so this is the standard. They're both hard covers, and I do have one that is soft cover. Wait a minute, let me show you. So this one is a very, very old one that I have that is a soft cover, but is in the standard size. But I really wanted the hard cover. I really loved using this during this year. I only used this from half the year until now, so for the second semester though. So I'm going with a hardcover again. And then in here, I changed a little bit of the order from the last video that I showed you, which is one of the shorts where I put all together. I changed the order of the inserts here. So the first insert that I have this one right here, which is going to be for my annual collections. Everything related to yearly goals, or for example, my cat's medication and vet's appointments, everything that I need to know, how many times they went throughout the year. Everything will be in here, and I'm going to show you guys my 2025 bullet journal setup. I'm going to bring this in a couple of weeks, so stay tuned if you're interested. And this one is a grid. I have already written some things here on pencil just for me to know what I'm going to need. I really wanted things, notebooks that were grid. I couldn't find all of the inserts in grid, unfortunately, but we're gonna work with that throughout the year. So this is going to be my yearly collections. And then I have this plastic zip folder around the first insert. I'm also going to load this bad boy up. I'm gonna put some washi tape, scraps of paper, everything that I'm gonna use on a daily basis. I'm gonna put it in here later. Then the second one, which is one of the ones that I could not find grid, they were sold out in their website, so I bought the dot one, the regular dot one. This is going to be my monthly spreads. I'm going to talk about this one in a minute though. So this is going to be for my quarters. I'm going to divide each of these inserts in quarters. I guess we have 96 pages per insert. I'm not so sure. According to what I have planned, I feel like I can use one of this for each quarter, so every 3 months. And I decided to buy this one craft cover so I can design it myself. I can decorate it myself. So that's why I chose this one. It's the only one that is not decorated already. And I'm also going to bring my monthly setups as well for you guys in videos here, so I'm also going to show you decorating the cover and everything. Flipping over, we have this other folder here. I don't use that a lot, these inside pockets right here, but I do really use the pen holders very much. So on this one right here, that is my current journal, I have two pens, but one of them is in my pencil case, I guess. And we have cat fur everywhere. Sorry about that. But I really use this a lot, so it comes really in handy. So I have this one. They sent me this small calendar as a freebie, so I'm gonna keep it in here. This next notebook is also dot grid, and this one is going to be work related as well as the last one, but I'm gonna explain. So this first one is going to be my working schedule that changes sometimes with the semesters. They change a little bit, so I'm gonna have my schedule, my classes, the times that I'm doing things. Just to give you a little bit of context, I teach dance classes. I also teach Spanish and English, so I have some different students from different areas. So this will help me track for my language students, the tests, homework, all our presentations, projects, everything they do, and like the due dates. I'm also going to plan the show, like the annual show for my dance students. So each choreography, each outfit, and I have students from like 3 years old until adults. So I have a lot of students, and this will help me track everything that I need so I don't get lost or get crazy, because it gets really confusing at a point. And as I'm like planning everything and creating choreographies, my brain is just like jello by July. So this will help me a lot. And then this next one right here, this is grid, what I really much appreciate. This is also work related, but this is going to be for my dance students. So this is going to be specifically for the kids. I'm going to make some tables, probably like that. I'm going to turn the journal, and I'm going to write like the class number, like a code that they have, the names of the students, and then the dates of each month. So I'm going to do like monthly tables. And I do this because they're little kids. So they need to bring shoes, the skirt, a hair tie, I don't know, maybe some elements like castanets or whatever it is, because I teach flamenco dance. So they're dancing with a fan or with castanets or whatever it is, with a hat. So I need them to bring everything every class, and they forget. So I'm going to make like a system for them to visually see their names and like the dates. Did you bring everything? Check. So things like that. And I'll do this because by the end of this year, I had to choose 4 of the girls to do a scene. I needed like an interactive scene in the middle of the show. And I have like more than 20 kids. So how do I pick 4 only? And I didn't want to have like the criteria of who dances better, because they're kids. I don't want to make them compete between them to see who dances better. That's not the idea. But I'm doing this because I feel like choosing them by their behavior, like if they brought every single item for the class, if they behaved, if they didn't fight with colleagues, these will be the criteria for me to pick the girls. So I feel like this helps me for them like also to visualize, because their names will be in here, but also it helps me to get them like more committed to the class and bring everything so they can get chosen. I know this might not be the best one because they're only doing this to be chosen, but I feel like step by step, little by little, I can teach them that it's not only because of that they should bring everything, that they should behave, but I feel like because they're very little, this like visually helps me to keep them on track. And then this very little one right here, this is from my 2024 lineup. This is for my bullet journal of this year, but I am going to have a small one like this, which I'm going to leave probably in here. It just didn't arrive yet. I bought it, but it didn't arrive yet, so that's why I cannot show you. But I'm gonna use a small one like this, and it's going to be loose in here because I want to have like for lists. So to-do lists, packing lists, exercise lists for my, I don't know, Spanish students, I don't know, whatever kind of list I have, I'm gonna have it in here, because I do tend to have lists everywhere in like separated pieces of paper or on my phone, and then I get really lost, and then sometimes I need to find a previous list that I cannot find because I don't have them in just one place. So I'm gonna have a small one like this just for lists. Every kind of list you can imagine. So this is my bullet journal for 2025. Yearly collections, monthly collections, work related. Everything will be in this bad boy right here, which I really do love. And now looking at them right now, I feel like they don't match between themselves. Like the green one, purple, I don't know, they don't match, but this one, this looks more aesthetic, but well, that's life. Moving on, this is going to be my daily journal or my memory keeping journal. I have already started because I really wanted to start. I was so eager to start, so I did like 2 spreads here already. I'm not gonna show you a lot because one of these spreads has a lot of information that is a little private about my family, so I'm not gonna show you these first 2 pages, but I'll show you things once I fill them in. I'll show you things that I can. And this one and all of the other 3 books I bought from Temu, and I really like the grid that we have here. I just wish this grid from this paper was a little lighter, so because the other ones that we have, they are a little lighter, so maybe it would be a little less visually busy for me. So I would much prefer if it was like this, but that's fine, it's not a deal breaker. So I'm happy with the style of notebook that I chose, but I really wish the grid was a little lighter. And this paper is very thin. I'm not the type of person that does a lot of painting or like watercolor, gouache, so I don't really mind if I don't have paper with like 160 GSM, 180 or whatever, because I don't really do that. I know that sometimes ghosting is a problem, but so far with these two spreads, it was okay. Let's see a little bit in the future how it's going to be, but I actually really like it. I like that it lays flat like this. It's more comfortable to write in, so I'm really excited to keep using this. So as I said, daily journal, memory keeping. I recently bought more films for my Instax mini printer, and guys, the films are so expensive. I don't know if it's because I'm Brazilian and our money isn't worth pretty much anything, but it's so expensive. So I recently bought a few more of the films because I really do love my Instax mini printer, and I'm gonna like force myself to use more of these films. Now that I have already bought them, I might as well just use them. So I feel like I'm gonna use them a lot in here. I'm gonna show you in the future how I'm gonna use this, but I feel like I'm gonna do as I did here, a lot of pictures with the Polaroid. So that's basic memory keeping, daily journaling. Moving on to this one right here, I feel like I'm gonna try to explain my idea with this. In the short video that I posted, I called this Mindful Manifesto, and it is. I'm calling this Mindful Manifesto, and it was not my idea, it was ChatGPT's idea. So I just used AI to help me come up with a name because I didn't want to call it just self-care journal, if that makes sense. But the Mindful Manifesto is something that I'm going to use for health, like physical health, mental health, financial health, every type of health you can imagine. I'm going to do like the level 10 life and see what areas in my life need more attention, which is definitely my social life, because I only work and go home, work and go home, work and go home. So I know that my social life needs a little bit more attention. I'm going to do the wheel of life, or maybe wheel of life and level 10 life are the same, I don't know. But I'm gonna try to like be a little bit more aware of my life in every different area. I didn't start it yet, so I'm not sure why I'm showing you it open, but there's nothing in it so far. But it's a grid paper, thin paper, exactly as the other ones that I have, that I bought from Temu. I don't really know what is written in here, so if you know, please do let me know in the comments, because I don't read that. I'm so sorry. I wish I could read it, but I can't. Well, but this is going to be this journal. Some things that I'm going to use this journal for is like meal prep and like the meals, different meals in different moments of my week. Let me try to explain that. I don't have a type of work that I work from 9 to 5 every day. So each day in my life is completely different. So some days I start like at 5 a.m. and go until 11 p.m. Some other days I work only in the afternoon. So my routine is a little crazy. And I was talking to my doctor, and he said, like, you cannot have the same eating habits or the same meal prep time every day if you don't have the same time every day. And that is kind of obvious, but I didn't think of that. So I'm gonna have my schedule of my like working hours and everything, like, because my workload is very, very heavy. I get really tired, and when I get home, I'm not gonna cook, you know, I'm exhausted. So it's easier to open a bag of something than to cook something, right? So that's not really healthy. So I'm gonna have my work schedule and see, like, this day I work 15 hours, so I'm not gonna cook. And this day I'm gonna do blah, blah, blah. So I'm gonna try to fit a healthy meal plan in my life according to my work schedule, if that makes any sense. I'm also tracking my weight here. I'm tracking my sleep, my steps. This bad boy comes in handy because I usually use this watch face right here where I track my steps. So I have like 16,000 steps today. I'm gonna track if I could like close all the rings here, also for like my exercises. So my Apple Watch is going to help me with these trackers. I'm gonna try to have at least 8,000 steps per day, especially now on vacation. That's going to be crazy because I only want to like lie down, but I'm gonna force myself to at least work out. So this is going to be the Mindful Manifesto is a health journal, and I called it Mindful Manifesto because it was a suggestion from ChatGPT, and I like the idea of manifesting something mindfully, like putting intention into this, manifesting a healthier life, healthier habits, because in the end of the day, like, I'm the one living inside my body, so I need to take care of it. So I feel like if I start tracking things, I'm going to feel more not only inspired, but I feel like I'm going to feel forced to keep on because I have to track it. So if I have nothing to write on, it means that I didn't do anything for myself. So I feel like it's going to keep me a little bit more on track of my healthy habits. So that's what Mindful Manifesto is. And if you have any suggestions of like self-care prompts, let me know. I feel like I'm going to also put in here like self-care prompts and write down a few things. Use it like kind of a diary, but for like self-care prompts. Maybe a self-care bingo. I don't know yet, but I'm gonna have a lot of things, and I plan on bringing a video of me planning this with you guys and showing you what I have. So I already have a few collections in mind, but if you have any suggestions, please leave them down below so I can incorporate in this journal right here. And then last but not least, well, let's see if I'm gonna actually bring the reading journal into this collection of 2025 planners. But for now, this is going to be the last journal. This one, I bought it. I actually wanted to buy this size the first time, and it was my fault. I didn't check the sizes when I bought, and this one came, and I was actually not mad. I love the size of this. I feel like it's so cute. I really love it. I never had a journal this size. But I spent so long trying to understand what I was going to do with this, and I decided to have it as like a quotes journal or like scrapbooking journal. It's kind of a commonplace book, but I don't want to have it as a commonplace book exactly, like 100%. So it's only going to be for quotes, things that are like more inspirational, and I like the size of this because, as I mentioned, my work life is crazy. Sometimes I don't even have minutes to drink water, you know. So I'm not going to be able to like realistically use this every single day, as well as my daily journal. I'm not going to use it every single day, but I feel like if I have a smaller size like this, it's easier for me to just open up and scrapbook a little bit and write down a quote. I have already started. I have a quote on this one, but on this one I glued things, but I didn't write anything yet. So I feel like I really like doing this. It's so therapeutic, so I feel like I'm gonna have some quotes. Maybe it can be quotes from Pinterest, from books, from Instagram. This one is from Instagram, from this page called Arts of Poets. So that's pretty much it, what this is going to be used for. I feel like something a little bit more creative and artistic, given the fact that I'm going to use all of the other ones for like very heavy planning things, like work planning, health planning, things like that. So this is going to be a little bit more on the artistic side, just to like get my mind off things. So that is the idea. So guys, this is my 2025 planner lineup. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you have any questions or suggestions, or if you want me to explain anything a little bit different, maybe I didn't explain it really well in the video. If there's any questions you guys want to ask, please let me know. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned to see if I am going to incorporate a reading journal into this collection, and I think I am. I'm not 100% sure, but maybe 98% sure. But I'll let you know in the future videos. So hope you guys liked it. Thank you so much for being here with me. Hope you have a blessed day, week, weekend, and I'll see you in the next. Bye.